And welcome back to the IPF World Championships live in Homestead, Sweden in the Aliko Center. I am Six-Pack Lapidat.
And Rob Eslens.
And we have the 76-kilo open women's class. Brand new class introduced by the IPF. Some lifters coming down from the 84s. Some lifters coming up from the 72s. And the number one nomination, Canada's Jessica Bittner, before she left the 72s, had registered a staggering 562.5 kilos, and then the 72s was finalized. That is the biggest 72-kilo total we had ever seen. It's a nice little preview, if you will, of what can come. Now she's 4 kilo bigger in body weight. Where do you think we might possibly end up?
Well, Jessica has been going up and down her weight quite a while for the last couple of weeks. One thing is for sure, when she gains weight, she gains strength. We've all seen that, so I think this might be very interesting to see where she's going to take it in the 76-kilo class. Also, a new class means more chance on records.
More chance on records, a chance to establish herself as possibly the queen of the 76s, but she's got opposition. The world's finest are here at the IPF Worlds, and they all have the same inclination.
I agree. I definitely agree. Also, a quick look at the squats. The world's open record in this category is 204. I think she got a chance at that.
Jessica has got a monster squat, a monster deadlift, workable bench.
Yeah. You can't have it all.
You can't have it all, but she's going to have a great total by the end. We are going to start off our deadlifts. US VI, Danielle Todman, 132.5 kilo loaded on the bar.
Bars loaded, 132.5 kilos, Danielle Todman, US Virgin Islands. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin the competition. Danielle Todman, US Virgin Islands.
There we go, 132.5 kilos.
Whoa, no question on depth there.
Nope. And we open this class in a good note, 3 white lights and a good lift.
Rebecca Anderson of Denmark up next, 142.5 kilo.
.5 kilo below her personal best. She must feel confident today. It looks very easy.
Very smooth and easy. That's how you want your squat opener to look.
3 white lights. Denmark definitely has some strong squatters. I'm thinking about Nikki Lenz there, equipped. 93 kilo wonder.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Marilyn Fraz. How would you pronounce that?
I would say Marinella.
Marinella Fraz of Croatia. 145 kilo.
.45 kilos for our opener. Made that one look easy. She got 1 for depth though, so 2 to 1. It's a good lift, but she got called up depth from the center referee. Let's look at this replay real quick.
145 kilos to Cassie.
From this side it looked deep enough, but she'll have to pay attention for this one.
U.S. Virgin Islands, Casey Boards opening with 145 kilo as well.
45 seconds for Cassie Bordes, US Virgin Islands.
145 kilos for the first lift of Cassie. Lovely girl, just met her backstage. Certainly strong too.
Paused it down there. Was she searching for depth? Or
So she got 2-1.
you see in the replay, she actually paused, went up, back down,
Yeah.
up again.
So this is what they say in the technical rulebook of the IPF. This is what they call like the double bounce or trying to retake the bottom position. And this is sadly indeed a blue light. Not sure why she got the red one though, because that was deep.
It could have just
AF.
been the button that, yeah.
Yeah.
Christina Horvat of Croatia. 160 on the bar for her.
Opening above her personal best. Looked easy. Was it deep enough? Got 2-1. Got a call for depth from center referee, but that is a good lift. She's on the board.
160 remains on the bar for Tulia Lojivo, Finland. Bar loaded, 160 kilos. Tulia Lojivo, Finland.
Tulia Lojivo of Finland with 160 kilo on the bar.
24 years old. Been competing for 7 years. Been in the sport for quite a while at this age. And gets 3 white lights, a good lift.
Just take a moment to admire that lovely Elenco singer, available just outside of the
16 lifters.
170 on the bar now. Birgit
It's a
Becker,
pretty
Iceland.
long class. in
That
terms
is a
of the
pretty long
amount,
class.
yeah.
I'm not sure. Are they going to do 2 flights here?
You know, I was just trying to figure that out
Yeah.
myself.
Kilos to Birgit.
It is too. Okay.
It is 2. So if there are 16 lifters, that means that we will have 2 flights of 8 lifters.
Bridget Becker of Iceland.
170 kilos on the bar.
So we'll probably have a pretty quick turnaround then.
Yeah.
It'll be actually a relatively shorter class or flight due to it being split in 2.
Made that look easy. 3 white lights.
White lights and a good lift.
Good
Birgit
squat.
at 170, 180 on the bar now. Verdiana Mineo, Italy.
Verdiana Mineo of Italy, 180 on the bar for her.
Bar loaded.
This is another example of a very strong lifter that's still in flight 1. 180 is a massive squat opener.
Yeah, we're getting close to 400 pounds and it's an
Yeah.
opener.
We've seen some very strong Italians this week.
Yeah, particularly in the juniors. Future looks bright, and that's what happens often. That squat looks good, by the way.
Yeah, very deep.
3 white lights. When one champion comes around, becomes popular, in this case, Corolla Gara, winning
yeah.
the 63, which is a super popular weight class,
Yeah,
it helps increase the popularity within the nation. Like Brett Gibbs to New Zealand.
absolutely.
Look what Russell Lohivo's doing. I mean, it helps bring that star quality. So high tide brings up all ships. All of a
That's true.
sudden, the popularization inside of Italy has helped.
Well, Corolla certainly started the movement in Italy.
Yes, she has. And Danielle Taudman of the U.S. Virgin Islands, 140 on the bar for her. We're on our second attempts now. Nice depth, no question
Yeah,
there.
looked really good. Nice control. And 3 white lights. Coached by Kimberly Walford, who competed this morning. The one and only.
She is the GOAT.
She is.
Bars loaded, 145 kilos for Cassie.
U.S. Virgin Islands teammate Cassie Boards now coming out 145 on the bar. She had a bit of a pause, double dip at the bottom. I'm sure Kimberly told her, Kimberly being a judge knows the infractions and how to clean this up.
Absolutely. The strength was definitely there.
Nice and easy. Sink it deep now.
If you could pause squat that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was also rather pause, but
But no double dip this time.
no double dip this time. Oh, but now she got called for depth. Let's look at that again in replay.
And you know, when you stop abruptly sometimes, it's more comfortable to stop at a certain depth. Maybe she thinks she's going deeper than she is, but
Yeah.
gotta sink that.
Especially after you missed your opener, you somehow start panicking a little bit. Because all of a sudden, time gets precious, your lifts get precious, you run out of lifts, and you want to make up for it, so yeah. But I'm sure she will get it on her third attempt. We wish her all the best.
Rebecca Anderson of Denmark, 150 kilo on the bar for her.
Green white lights and a good lift for Rebecca. 152.5 for Marinella Fras of Croatia now. Bar loaded. 152.5 kilos, Marinella Fras, Croatia.
Marinella Fras of Croatia, 152.5 on the bar for her second attempt. 7.5 kilo jump from her opener. Still 7.5 kilo below her previous personal best.
First one moved well.
Second one moved pretty well.
Exactly. But she got called for depth.
3 reds, not deep enough. 167.5 kilos on the bar for Christina Horvat. Also
That did indeed look a bit high to me. Well, there's no escaping the judges here at IPF Worlds.
No, you're going to have to dip below parallel, and that was about parallel.
167.5
Exactly.
Christina Horvat of Croatia, 167.5 kilo on the bar for her.
It's 10 kilo personal best. Opener moved really well. So this one should not be a problem for her. Looked nice and deep. But got one red though, 2-1, but it is a good lift.
Tulia Lojivo, Finland. Bars loaded.
Same weight, 167.5 on the bar.
Tulia Lojivo representing Finland. 167.5, 7.5 kilo jump. This will match her previous personal best. See how nicely this moves.
A sigh of relief. I got 3 white lights. That says a good lift.
That smokes the depth. Gets a little recoil at the bottom.
Yeah.
Bridget Becker of Iceland, 182.5 loaded on the bar for her. Teetering into PR territory by 2.5 kilo.
Yeah.
Sizable 12.5 kilo jump.
Now that you say so, indeed. That is a rather big jump.
This is over 400 pounds. We're in our second attempts.
These are some very big squats for the first flight. But slightly too heavy. It looked at some point that she would get it though, but she just didn't go past the sticking point.
190 is the next weight on the bar. Demina, Italy.
Verdiana Mineo of Italy now, 190 kilo on the bar for her. 10 kilo jump.
That is a very big squat.
And with 7 lifters in the first flight, we are moving pretty quickly.
That is true.
The national teams are going to have to adjust to this rapid pace. Lifters not having the normal amount of recuperation time.
And she gets 3 white lights for it. I have to compliment her lift. That looks very solid. She looked at depth very well. There was no doubting that depth at any point. She came up very solid. Body didn't cave. Knees didn't cave. Just as it should be.
Casey Boards of U.S. Virgin Islands failed 145 twice. It's depth. She just needs to sink this and trust that she has the strength to come back up.
She is definitely strong enough. Come on, Cassie. The look deeper and strong. What will the referees say?
I'm not sure, sir. If I'm honest, I didn't think it looked deeper.
Maybe I just wanted it to look deep.
I think you wanted it to look deep, sir.
Sorry to hear this, Cassie. Good try anyway.
Danielle Taudman of U.S. Virgin Islands, 145 kilo on the bar for her third and final squat. This will be a personal best. Clock winding down. There she is.
There she is.
US Virgin Islands.
145 kilos. This would give her a new personal best by 2.5 kilos.
No question on her depth.
Nope.
Nice and smooth on the way up.
Yeah. And a controlled lookout. Oh, and she's happy with that. That's what we love to see.
It's one thing to hit a personal best on a local meet. It's an entirely different travel the ocean, come to the IPF Worlds with that standard of reffing and hit a personal best there.
Yeah,
going
that is true.
Rebecca Anderson of Denmark, 152.5 kilo.
A 7.5 kilo personal best for her. Makes it look easy.
Wow, surprisingly easy for a third attempt.
Wow. You know, sometimes indeed, during the first lifts, the stress gets the better of you, and then sometimes you see these lifters grow throughout the competition. The longer they've been competing here, the stronger they get, the more enthusiastic they get, and that's lovely to see.
Marinella Fras of Croatia, 155 kilo on the bar for her third and final attempt. Missed 152.5 on her second.
On depth, if I'm not mistaken. So she'll need to sink it in a little bit deeper.
Can't really see her hip from my vantage point.
And that's true.
3 white lights.
3 white lights. And she's very happy with that one.
Last chance to take workers, last chance. This is Christina Horvat, Croatia.
Christina Horvat of Croatia, 170 kilo for her third and final attempt. Conservative 2.5 kilo jump.
Would be a wise pick to go 9 for 9. And I think it was the right call.
Yeah, you know what? There's a small stutter halfway up, able to work through it, but if it got any heavier.
Yeah, that would have been difficult, but she got it 2-1. A big personal record for her. And now Finland.
Tulia Lojivo of Finland, 172.5 5 kilo jump. 5 kilo PR, should she hit it.
Let's wish her all the best.
Just a little too much.
Yeah.
No lift, no lift for Tulia.
No lift,
at
sadly.
172.5.
2 more lifts in this flight, and then we move up to the first squat attempts. The next flight.
Bridget Becker didn't get this last time. Going for the same weights.
Bridget Becker of Iceland, retaking 182.5. Would love to finish her day in the 400s with the squat. Here's her second chance at doing so.
Oh, no.
Waves it off, but stays with the bar.
Yeah. Very important. Always stay with your bar, people. Again, little shout out to these spotters and loaders. They have been working so hard for days, keeping our lifters safe and making sure that these competitions advance at a fast pace.
Verdiana Mineo of Italy, 195 kilo on the bar.
This will put her into current gold medal position, of course with one flight to come, but this might stay a medal if she gets this one. Again, looks for that depth, fight sits, fight sits, gets through it, and what will the referee say? 2-1.
Take a look at this replay. There was a couple of pauses along the way, but
no downward movement. Looks for that depth. Pauses.
Pause again. A double pause squat and tempo on top of that when it was moving.
What they call a Shaiko squat.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, a very, very solid, strong squat for her. 195 kilos, current gold medal position. Of course, with Jessica and many others to come. But
yeah, first place in first flight anyways. And we now go into the second flight and begin back with the openers where Bianca Sullivan of Austria will start with 150 kilo.
150 kilos, Bianca Sullivan, Austria.
$150 kilos, 25 kilos below personal best. Little bit of a fight for an opener, but she gets it. 3 white lights, that's all what matters.
Sullivan of Austria, 152.5 on the bar now for Sophia Ellis, Great Britain.
Great Britain Sophia Ellis, 25 years old, working double duty here. She was coaching earlier in the Masters division. One of the top seeds in this 76 kilo class. 152.5 kilo on the bar for Sophia.
Opening 5 kilo above her personal best here.
Nice opener for Sophia Ellis.
You can say that. 3 white lights.
And Great Britain is on the board.
Great Britain did a great job.
Myra Latinen of Finland.
Finland.
157.5 kilo on the bar.
This is only 2.5 kilos below her personal best.
Nicely done.
Yeah, made that look easy. 3 white lights, that is a good lift for her. She'll find herself in PR territory very soon.
Demina, Russian Olympic Committee. Bar loaded, 160 kilos for Anna Demina.
Anna Demina of ROC, Russian Olympic Committee, with 160 kilo for her opening squat. Wow, looks easy.
Look at the smile on her face. She knows that it's good, and it is good. 3 white lights. Made me think of Gustav's smirk earlier. I managed to talk to him, and he was like, I don't know what happened, but I told Keiko that he was lucky. I got it. I got it. Just something went wrong, but I got it.
Bless him. That's a champion's heart and a champion's mentality, I'm sure. Maya Bond of Denmark, 162.5.
$162.5 kilos on the bar for Maya.
Makes it look easy. Maya makes it look easy.
She certainly did.
Oh,
But she'll need to sink it in a bit deeper. We were both a bit surprised because
yeah, but you can't see our vantage point. We have one of the spotters right in view when they hit the bottom, but bar path was certainly fast.
absolutely.
She could definitely drop it deeper if she has to, and she does.
Also in these weight classes, when the girls get a bit more muscular, a bit bigger, in the most positive way of the word, of course, it's a bit more difficult to tell how, like when they get dipped. It's the same with the super heavyweights with the men.
Francesca Perello of Italy, 175 on the bar. Smooth looking opener for her.
Yeah, 3 white lights, she gets it.
For Francesca, 187.5 kilos on the bar now for Joyce Rebaton, Philippines.
Number 2 nominated Joyce Rebaton of Philippines with a 187.5 on the bar for her opener.
187.5 kilos for Joyce Rebaton of
That is a big opening squat.
But she has a big squat PB as well. 200.5 to be exact. So let's see where she takes this today. Comes up with a smile. 2 to 1. It's a good lift. The call for depth.
Definitely had good bar speed. Chest stayed up. No major exertion really needed in that opener. Plenty of room to grow from there.
Absolutely. And the smile on her face indicates that all is well. And now, Ryan, you might know this person.
I've heard of her. Canada's Jessica Bittner. 200 kilo loaded on the bar for her squat opener. Expecting this to be easy work. Type of load Jessica's handled many times in training. Whoa, depth for sure.
Speed, for sure.
Depth, speed. She didn't want to leave any doubt, and she didn't.
Depth, speed, all you need.
Yeah.
3 white lights, good lift, and she is on the board.
Looked like she really sunk that one at the bottom, and I think she wanted, because this is a weight that she would hit for multiple reps. And
Yeah.
I think the game plan, because she's such a heavy favorite, get the first squat out of the way, get your opener in there. Now you can start taking some bigger jumps. She wanted to drop this as deep as she could.
Absolutely.
Bianca Sullivan of Austria, 155 kilo on the bar, 5 kilo jump from her opener. Still looks like 20 kilo below her previous personal best, though.
Wonder why that might be.
Yep. Interesting.
Nice and deep, but didn't get it up. Maybe too deep. She has one more try.
160 on the bar now, please, loaders, for Sophia Ellis, Great Britain.
Now 160 kilo.
Great Britain, Sophia Ellis, 160 kilo. She had competed not long ago at the British Championships and told me in confidence, and I could say this now because we're in play, she was holding back. There's more in the tank. So anyone who had been looking at nominations or results, they're going to be thrown for a loop.
And that's the beauty of this sport. The element of surprise. Gets the command.
Good depth.
Have to work a little harder, but there's definitely more there. This is 3 white lights and a good lift for Sophia. Meanwhile, Ryan, what did Jessica give up for her second attempt?
Well, we got 210.5 kilo. That's going to be loaded for Jessica on her second, which is a world record and well past the 204 world standard world record.
Curious for this one. But first, Maya Bond from Denmark.
She had missed 162.5 in her opener, retaking that now.
Nice and deep now, all the way down.
If I'm not mistaken, strength was not an issue. It's just a matter of depth. Come on, Maya. This one looked better.
See what the judges say.
They agree. 3 white lights. That is a good lift.
Yeah, you can see on the replay, she definitely dipped it a little lower at the bottom, making sure to sink into the hole.
Bar is loaded, 165 kilos, Mira Lahtinen, Finland.
Finland's Mira Lahtinen with 165 kilo loaded on the bar, 7.5 kilo jump from her opener, and a 5 kilo personal best if she can hit this.
Very solid with a strong lookout. 3 white lights. That is a good lift for Mira.
Next weight on the bar is 167.5 for Anna Dynama, Russian Olympic Committee. Bar loaded, 167.5 kilos, Anna Dynama, Russian Olympic
Anna Demina of the ROC, Russian Olympic Committee, 167.5. Hit 160. Move well, opting to go up 7.5 kilo.
To work a little bit there, but that's what you have to do. 3 white lights, good lift. Now another strong Italian.
Yeah, Francesca Perello of Italy, 185. We're at 407 pounds for her second attempt. A sizable 10 kilo jump.
That looked very good to me. 3 white lights.
lights.
Yeah. Went very deep, very strong. If I'm not mistaken, that actually looked better than her opener.
Take a look on this replay here. Yeah, chest stays up. It is a little bit of work through the middle.
But these are solid weights, of course.
Yeah, I mean, 10-kilo jump, she handled it well.
Yeah, for sure.
Joyce Rebaton of Philippines, 195 kilo on the bar for her. 7.5 kilo added onto her opener. Still below her 200.5 kilo personal best.
Hundred 95 kilos. Again with a smile. Oh, but she could call for that.
Had a feeling that might be called on this squat.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have a view with the slow-mo here. The bar speed's great. The strength is there, but cuts
Yeah.
it, you know, and that's even maybe a little bit above parallel as well.
I agree.
She just needs the confidence because for sure the strength is there. And Jessica Bittner of Canada, 210.5 kilo being loaded on the bar right now for a new world record.
World record, Jessica Bittner. Come on!
210.5 kilos. New World Open record attempt in the minus 76 kilo weight class. Jessica from Canada.
Good depth again. Nicely done.
Great speed again, too.
3 white lights, and Jessica's happy.
My man, Jessica just squatted a new World Open record. Well on depth.
Take a look
A
at
lot of speed.
when Jessica starts blinking like that, you know she's starting to turn the engine on.
Yes.
You'll see
she
it in the
does.
deadlifts. You'll see if you're a Jessica Bittner fan and follow her Instagram, when she starts blinking, the engine is turned on.
Absolutely. The Canadian forklift.
Bianca Sullivan of Austria, retaking 155 kilo.
Well, Bianca, nice and deep now.
It's 155 kilos. She'll need to work for this one, but she will try everything she has. That is nice and deep.
Oh, wow. You know, for a second there, it looked like with that kind of momentum, she's going to carry right through.
Yeah,
Couldn't fight through the sticking point. The brakes came
that
out
is true.
quickly.
And it's always sad when you're almost near the top
Right.
to fail there and then. Because when you sit in the bottom, in the hole, as they say, and then you fail, you kind of expected it. But when you're almost there, it's even more sad.
Sophia Ellis of Great Britain, 165 kilo, 5 kilo jump from her second. Well into personal best territory.
$165 kilos.
Oh, good catch.
Yeah.
Well caught. No lift for Sophia at 165, I'm afraid.
Caught at the bottom here. You can see the
170 is the next
big
weight
breath.
on the bar.
Locks the lats.
Finland.
Hits depth and just the knees
Yep.
came in as she's exiting the bottom.
That's a shame.
Loaded, 170 kilos.
Myra Latinen of Finland, 170.
It's 10 kilo above her personal best.
Latinen opting to take a 5 kilo jump. Looks like
Fighting it.
oh,
Just
you know, it was very close.
Very
it was
close.
obviously within reason. She was almost out of the danger zone when the brakes came on. Right below The lockout phase.
These are heavy weights, of course.
The ladies pushing themselves to the limit, and we're having a lot of failures in these third and final squat attempts.
Yep.
Maya Bond of Denmark, 170 kilo, 7.5 kilo jump from her second, which she retook. So that weight that she has loaded for her third might not have been the plan for her third.
Indeed. Let's see. Exactly. It still looks rather easy for third attempt. Was it deep enough? Let's see. Yes, 2-1. Only one for depth, but she gets it. Like you said, when you miss an attempt and you retake it, then you might not end up with the eventual squat you had in mind.
Right. Even if you complete your next lift.
That is true.
Anna Demina of ROC, 172.5.
Fighting
It's a
it.
fight, but she's good
Fighting
for
it.
Wow. Hats off for extending all the way with that on her back.
That is a warrior spirit, and she gets rewarded for it. 3 wise lights.
Watch this replay. The fight comes. She
Nice and deep, too.
bares her teeth and grinds. You hear her right to the lockout.
Is she our today's queen of the grind?
I don't know about the whole day, but this particular squat session, sir.
Currently, of course.
Francesca Perello of Italy, 190 on the bar. 5 kilo jump. See what the judges say. It was definitely work.
That is a good lift for Francesca. Very strong squat.
Joyce Rebaton
And
didn't get this last time.
Joyce Rebaton of the Philippines retaking 195. 195 looked good. Bar speed was on point, but cut it a little high. We know she could hit the depth. She took 187.5 on her opener.
Let's see it.
This is still 5 kilo below her personal best. 5.5 to be exact. Strength is there, like you mentioned.
Just needs to recalibrate.
Look for that depth.
See what the judges say.
Yeah, exactly the same outcome as last time. Sadly, not deep enough. No lift.
Yeah, you can see on that replay it looked a little high.
Just moments ago stood at 200.
And here we have Canada's Jessica Bittner took 210.5 in her second attempt, looking to break her own world record with a 218-pound third. This is well into PR territory for Jessica.
218 kilos. Another 7.5 kilos on top of the current world record that she just broke on her second attempt.
The bar is loaded. 218 kilos.
Here she comes.
Our Canadian forklift, Jessica Bittner. There she goes.
Depth. Oh, she's good for the fight. Oh, step. It's a shame because it looked like she had it.
She did have it, but she lost balance on the
That's
way
okay.
up. Let's look at that replay one more time.
Depth
Nice
was
and
good.
deep, yeah.
And almost locked it out with the backward step.
I've never seen her do that.
You know what? She probably got a little bit ahead of herself, and I almost was claiming victory
Yeah.
as well. Probably in her head, maybe took her foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Pun intended, claiming victory because almost started smiling You almost had a creep on the smile. The work was almost done.
Absolutely.
Step back. However, huge step forward overall. If you look at the projected, her total is already a monster total if she just hits her openers and bench
That
and
is
deadlift.
true.
Expect Team Canada to take no major chances with those openers. She can lock in the victory there. The big story will be how far will she push it and how many world records will fall.
I agree. She already had a squat of 210.5, 218. I think we can say that it was there today. That means that she's feeling very strong overall. So let's bring on bench and deadlift.
If you're looking for an indicator of where her strength is, it's there today. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in 10 minutes. welcome back to the IPF World Championships from Holmsted, Sweden. We are live at the Alico headquarters, where the 76 open kilo class is underway. In the squat session, it was an eventful one. Jessica Bittner breaking a world record in her second attempt, rallied for or attempted another world record in her third. I had a quick conversation with her. She said herself, near the top, she felt like she had it. She's like, I'm just about there. A smile was about to creep on her face when she said suddenly got a little bit blacked out a bit, took a step back, but felt strong throughout it and was that close to completing it. Not sure why, maybe a little excited, whatever, but maybe. I think we all were about to start celebrating and then step back, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like you said earlier, you always have to keep your mind with the game, and every little inch, every detail matters. I'll never celebrate too early. Of course, that was maybe not the case, but you know,
for us,
yeah.
For Jessica, you start blacking out. It is what it is. But for us, no. You see it all. It's the way that sports rolls. But looking at Jessica's openers, Team Canada now can just play it safe. Her total is going to be a monster total, regardless.
For sure, an unseen total in this weight class for sure.
And we are going to start off. Unfortunately, Casey Boards had bombed out on squats. It wasn't really a strength issue. It was more technical points of just making the depth at the world level. It looks like on her profile, this is within her first year. So
yeah, up to 1 year. It says not even a year, and she's already a world.
Right.
You know, I spoke to Cassie backstage. She was sad, of course, but I managed to cheer her up by saying that, you know, I once bombed out, but yeah, no, everyone knows it, but you know, but it made her feel better. We all get to do that at some point. It's all about how you come back from that. And she promised me that she was gonna give her everything on bench and deadlift. So let's cheer on Cassie. 60 kilos on the bar. That is a good lift for Cassie. If you keep believing, you will get what you want.
Danielle Todman, also of US Virgin Islands.
Danielle Taudman of the U.S. Virgin Islands, 85 kilo for her opener. Danielle went 3 for 3 in the squat event, hitting a personal best.
The pin. Yeah. Bar is loaded. 85 kilos, Danielle Todman, U.S. Virgin Islands.
This 85 kilos on the bar for Danielle. US VI.
Pretty quick bar speed.
Yeah, for sure. 3 white lights.
To the good lift for Danielle, 85 kilos,
Coached by Kimberly Walford as well.
Bridget Becker, Iceland.
The one and only.
Bridget Becker of Iceland, 92.5 kilo on the bar for her.
Bridget Becker, Iceland.
This opener will equal her personal best of 92.5 kilos.
Driving those traps into the bench. Wedging herself in with that bar, then lowering her butt to the bench. Nice setup. Nice opening press.
A nice 3 white lights.
3 white lights and a good lift for Birgit at 92.5, 95 now on the bar. Marinella Fras.
My man, you have a way with words.
Marinella Fras of Croatia, 95 kilo on the bar for her. Just 2.5 kilo underneath her previous personal best. Let's see how this moves.
5 kilos, Marinela Fras of Croatia.
Giving some clear indications of how she would like to see her handoff. Gets the command. Pushes it out.
Nicely done.
Yeah, exactly.
Bar line, either lift bitter. The light, please.
She gets 3 white lights.
And a good lift. Next weight on the bar is 95 kilos for Rebecca.
Rebecca Anderson of Denmark. 95 kilo on the bar for her.
5 kilos for Rebecca.
This is 5 kilo below personal best.
Driving her traps into that bench. Look at that arch. You already know it's going to be set up nicely by the angle she can get.
30 seconds.
Now watch as she wedges herself into place with the bar, keeping her traps down, lowers her butt onto the bench, and hugs the bench with her thighs to ground herself into place. And that is a well-executed bench setup and bench press.
My mans, you should be at the poetry contest. What are you doing here?
Take a look at that. The thighs hug the bench. Her butt can't come up.
That was well performed,
Yep.
nicely executed.
Yeah.
Great technique, nothing to say here.
Verdiana Mineo of Italy. 100 kilo even.
Three white lights and a good lift for Verdiana.
She's on the board.
102.5 next weight on the bar. Tulia Lojivo, Finland.
Tulia Lohivo of Finland, 102.5.
Tulia Lojivo, Finland.
Tulia has hit 107.5 previously in competition. 5 kilo beneath that. 24 years old, been competing 7 years.
So already a kind of a veteran at a very young age.
Yeah, getting close to a 10-year vet
Yeah.
and still in her early 20s.
Look at their range of motion as well.
Three white lights and a good
3
lift
white
for
lights, that
Tulia.
is a good lift for Tulia.
102.5 next weight on the bar is 110 kilos. Christina Horvat, Croatia. Last bench in
Up
round
next,
one for the
Christina Horvat of Croatia.
bar loaded, 110
A
kilos.
massive
Christina
110 kilo opener, the highest of this flight, but also of the second flight.
And we saw it earlier. You know, some of these individuals in the first flight can collect medals in the individual events, like the bench press, squat. They're in the first flight due to the total in terms of nominations or on the bottom half, but they can be standouts in the individual events,
2-1, a good
That's
lift
for sure.
Christina at
as
110.
Christina is.
Next
That was
weight on the
indeed
bar
a
is
good lift for
round two,
Christina.
65 kilos for Cassie Bordez, US Virgin Islands.
Cassie Bordez of U.S. Virgin
Bar loaded,
Islands.
65 kilos for Cassie.
$65 kilos for Cass. Makes it look easy. 3 white lights for Cassie. This is her redemption for squats.
That's it. She's got some positive momentum. Takes a lot of heart to move forward.
Absolutely.
Answer the call. Hit the platform.
But she certainly has heart.
Danielle Taudman of U.S. Virgin Islands. 92.5. Went 3 for 3 in the squats.
92.5 kilos.
Made easy work of 85 kilo. Looking to equal her previous personal best.
$92.5 kilos. Long arms as well.
Deadlifter's arms.
Yeah.
Makes. That's a long way
It's
up.
a long way up.
It's those arms are going to impede her on the bench press,
Oh, yeah.
but be ever much in her favor for the deads.
That is true.
Another successful lift for her.
As we were saying, those are deadlifter arms. I see that she's opening with 177.5 kilos, so you are absolutely right.
Marinella Frost of Croatia, 100 kilo even awaits her on the platform.
100 kilo even for Marinella from Croatia. Good benchers there, apparently.
Oh, it's work though.
Yeah. A little bit of a pause, but I don't think that there was downward movement.
Definitely a pause. Yeah, there could have been. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue against downward movement. I'll tell you that. There was definitely a pause. We'll take a look at
Yeah.
the replay.
She got it 2-1. That's a good lift.
It could have went either way.
Yeah.
I'm not
Either
mad
way.
at. I'm not mad at a mixed call.
No, absolutely not, because it was a mixed feeling lift.
Bridget Becker of Iceland with 100 kilo on the bar. 7.5 kilo up from her opener. 7.5 kilo possible personal best. Ooh, not much off the chest there.
Well caught loaders, that is no lift for Birgit at 100 kilos.
Was indeed very heavy.
Maybe it's a little too heavy, maybe it'll go next time. 102.5 on the bar now for Rebecca Anderson of Denmark.
It was a 7.5 kilo jump, of course.
It's a big jump
It's
on
a
bench.
big jump in bench.
Rebecca Anderson of Denmark, 102.5 being loaded on the bar for her.
Bar loaded.
Also, a 7.5 kilo jump. Let's see if her fate
Yep.
is a little different. It's a 2.5 kilo personal best.
On her second attempt. Her opener moved really well. So did her squats. Can she now get this new bench personal record for herself? On her second attempt.
Look at the angle she gets.
Yeah.
Pinning her traps into that bench.
Please continue.
Look. Lift off of the barbell. Wedges her in place. Nicely done.
She pushes it out in grace. And she gets 3 white lights.
3 white lights.
My mans, your words together with her perfect execution of this lift.
You know what?
I felt that one. I felt that one.
She flaunts the flexibility as she stands up out of this. Look at that. Oh, cuts a little short. Verdiana from Italy now, 107.5. Opened with 100 kilo. Walking into the competition, she had only ever bench pressed 90 kilo. We are well beyond that.
Impressed us with her squats. 195 kilos to be precise.
She's not a rookie to the game. Been
No.
training and competing 5 years. But made some big gains.
You were right. It was a big jump, and it was on top of the 100 kilo. Another 7.5 kilo jump. 100 kilos already 10 kilo PR. At some point, it stops.
You know what? Yeah, these 7.5 kilo jumps are rather big in the bench press.
7.5 kilos for Tulia.
Tulia will take 107.5 in a slightly more conservative 5 kilo jump from her opener.
Yeah.
This is also equaling her previous personal best, so she's hit this before.
Not only to do it at IPF Worlds.
That's right. Smaller jump. She's done it before. Let's see if we have a successful lift.
Look at the range of motion.
No, again.
No.
This is the second attempts, and we're at a 50% failure rate. Well, just below a 50% failure rate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's getting rather untidy, and we still have another round of benching to go.
That is true. Will Christina make the difference with 115 kilos?
115 kilos.
Current gold medal position in the bench press so far.
Yeah, Christina Horvat, 115 kilos. She's done 108, judging by that increment. That's a record.
Yeah. That will probably be a national record in Croatia. Working through it.
It slowed. I don't know if it stopped. And it passes.
Passes.
That was work. I don't know how much more she's got in her, but 115, it's a hell of a bench. Even it might hold up even in the second flight.
It sure is. Yeah, if she... Yeah, I'm not sure how much was left indeed, but this might be a gold medal.
It's certainly a
Might be.
podium favorite.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how the second flight plays out.
Because we have some big openers there. But it is a solid bench.
Very solid.
She is going to add 2.5.
I would say take the smallest increment as she
Yeah.
did. That's a good
It's a
decision.
good decision.
And Casey Bordez of U.S. Virgin Islands.
There we go.
Nice bench.
That looked really good. And that
70
is
kilo.
good lift. 3 white lights for Cassie. This is 3 on 3 on bench. A complete different contrast.
Yeah.
As her squats, I'm so happy for her. Well done, Cassie.
Her U.S. Virgin Islands teammate, Danielle Taudman, hasn't missed a lift yet. 95 kilo loaded. 92.5 kilo was her previous personal best and her second attempt. Looking for a PR at IPF Worlds. Oh, it's fast off the chest. Slows that lockup, but never really in doubt.
Yep. 2 to 1.
That's all she needs.
6 for 6.
And that's 2 events. She's left the platform happy,
yeah.
full of positive energy.
That's what we love to see. We want to see a smile on these lifters' faces. Everyone deserves it. They've all been working so hard to get here.
3 attempts remain to change open.
Bridget Becker of Iceland. 100 kilo even, missed it on her second.
You've got this. Come on.
Taking it again for her third. Powering through the sticking point.
Let's see those lights. They are
Ah, I
2
think
to
her-
1.
I think
That,
her butt came up.
yeah,
though.
that will be a butt lift.
Be
Can
kind
already.
of difficult from this angle.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
102.5
surmise it did by the hip shifts, but
Croatia.
This is like a difficult
her
difficult
legs
thing
in
to
the way.
judge, yeah,
Yeah, for us anyways. And
for us.
5 kilos to Mariana.
Because from the start, the butt is barely touching the bench due to the setup. It's just the way they do it. So if you have 1 centimeter contact,
yeah,
it's very hard to maintain that. And but yeah,
Marinella with a 102.5 for her third.
We're like,
I'm sorry, that was just
No
too
lift
heavy,
there.
102.5, 107.5.
sadly too heavy.
Now this is the Demina of Italy.
Italy's Verdiana will attempt 107.5. Miss this on her second.
Loaded, 107.5
If she hits it, it's another 7.5 kilo for her total. Look like a strength issue, but we have seen people make adjustments and hit.
107.5 kilos. Again, too
much.
heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too much today.
I think we both agreed that 7.5 was a bit of a too big jump for her
No more changes,
today.
openers, no more changes. 107.5 on the bar now. Rebecca Anderson.
Same
bar
weight.
is loaded.
Yeah, Rebecca Anderson of Denmark. Jumping from 102.5, which she handled well. Let's see how she handles another 5 kilo.
Very consistent lifter so far. Gets in position. Gets the command.
Oh, just an inch off the chest.
That was just too heavy, 107.5.
A little bit too heavy for today.
No lift. No lift at 107.5.
Still nice try.
For Anderson, 107.5 remains on the bar for Tulia Lojivo. Bar is loaded.
107.5 remains on the bar for Tulia of Finland. She had failed this on her second. Looking to retake it now on her third.
Looked rather heavy, but sometimes a little adjustment can just do the trick. But not today. This was sadly too heavy for Tulia. 3 reds.
5 kilos. That's load the bar up
And
now
now
to
the very last bench of this first flight.
107.5.
Yeah, and I tell you what, she's looking like a solid pick for a possible podium in the bench press.
That is true.
Christina Horvat of Croatia, 117.5. If she hits this, she's setting a high benchmark, pardon the pun, for possibly a gold.
Yeah, for sure. She's definitely going to push some people in the next flight. But first,
115 was work, and we agreed on that.
That
so
is
this
true.
It's going to take a titanic effort. Yeah.
nice catch by the spotters. Indeed, we both suspected that 115 would be a max effort, but why not try it?
Yeah, I mean, she was probably anticipating the 117.5 to be the top end, and then when you get there and the 115 was that kind of an effort, you're like, well, I'm going to come back out because this is obviously the event she feels the most confident in,
Yep.
and why shouldn't she? 115 might still be a gold medal,
Might
certainly
still
a
be.
heavy favorite to be on the podium for the bench press.
That is true.
And we are in flight 2, where Anna Demina of the ROC is opening with 85 kilo.
This looked good. 3 white lights. This was the first bench of flight 2, by the way.
Of Denmark. Bar loaded. 87.5 kilos for Maya.
Representing Denmark, Maya opening up with 87.5 kilo. Just 2.5 kilo below her previous personal best.
That is a good lift for Maya.
Good lift for Maya. Next weight of the bar is 97.5 kilos for Bianca Sullivan, Austria.
Bianca Sullivan of Austria, 97.5 kilo loaded on the bar for her bench opener. And the first flight did not have a high success rate in thirds, but all of them got their openers. Let's see if flight 2 has the same opening success rate.
Yeah.
It will give a bit of an indication too how easily, we have a couple of 102.5s, how easily they move.
Yep.
If the 115 by Horva is a threat for the gold, or what kind of a medal she might be eyeing.
Absolutely. But first, Bianca Sullivan from Austria. That looked easy. And the referees agree. 3 white lights for Bianca. So Ryan, you might have heard this name before.
Canada's own
Loaded. 97.5
Jessica Bittner.
Jessica Bittner, Canada.
97.5 kilo loaded on the bar for her. She has deadlift arms. She just wants to go 3 for 3. Throw some kilos on that total. It's already sizable as soon as she hits her openers. Team Canada's not really gambling with these openers. And that was easy work.
That was easy work. And she gets 3 white lights. That is a good lift for Jessica. Well on her way to do some crazy things today.
Bar loaded. 97.5 kilos for Joyce.
Joyce Rebaton of the Philippines, 97.5 loaded for her. Joyce moving forward with just the 1 squat, but it wasn't on strength issues. The strength is there today.
It was depth that was a problem for her today.
But she can cover some ground again with this bench session.
Lovely bench technique. Great arch and 3 white lights. That was a good lift. Plenty more there. But will it beat 115? Only time will tell.
All at the same weight. Bar is loaded. 102.5 kilos for Francesca Perello.
Francesca Perello of Italy, opening with a 102.5 kilo bench. Pacing herself for a possible podium finish. Looking like a solid pick for maybe even a silver if she plays her cards right. But we got a lot of pressing to go and a lot of deadlifting to go.
This is, by the way, 7.5 kilos more than her bench press PB. And she makes it look easy. 3 white lights for Francesca. That was an impressive lift, and I think there's plenty more there.
I agree with you, sir.
Bar is loaded.
Finland's Mira Latinen with a 102.5 opener. Well, a little bit of work in the middle, but sometimes people just bench like that. It looks like that in the opener. You could read into it too much and think, oh, there was a little bit of work there. Well, all of them look like that.
That
I
is
mean,
true.
The extreme case on that would be Penna, where he's never had a fast one. So it's hard to judge only. You got to really have a bigger sample size to compare. And Sophia Ellis, 102.5. Been on the national team for Great Britain for bench press. International experience coach. And now a world team competitor in the 3 lift. Easy work of 102.5. You know, it
Oh,
looks like if somebody's going to threaten that 115, it might be Sophia Ellis. Oh,
But
did her
she
butt come
might-
up? Did you see?
Hard to tell. I didn't see it from here, and also not on replay. Maybe the coach might try and talk to the judges.
It's worth a conversation.
Anyway, it was easy, and I think this is a perfect example of a case where you could go a bit higher, and there we have the
And
coach.
there we have the coach, yeah. We'll keep you updated. 90 kilo on the bar for Anna of the ROC. She hit 85 kilo, still 5 kilo below her previous personal best. No lift.
No. This was too heavy, sadly.
By the look of it, that is no leg. 92.5 kilos goes on the bar now for Maya Bunde, Denmark.
Maya will now attempt 92.5, representing Denmark. Hit 87.5 in her opener. 5 kilo jump from there. 2.5 kilo personal best.
Three white lights and a good lift for Maya at 92.5, 102.5 on the bar now for Bianca Sullivan, Austria.
And that's a good lift as well. Bianca Sullivan of Austria, 102.5 being loaded on the bar for her. And as an update, Sophia Ellis is going to retake 102.5 for her second attempt in the no lift stands. Not sure what the infraction was, but the jury must have seen it as well.
There's still, I
Oh,
think
I guess they're still debating. Sorry,
the verdict is coming.
I speak too soon. I don't think the verdict has been announced.
But first, Bianca Sullivan, 102.5 kilos. For her second attempt, almost matching her personal best.
That's work.
It's work, strong lockouts.
Yep. 3 white lights.
I think the wise pick here would be to increase 2.5 for her last attempt to equal her personal best.
Great Britain.
And Sophia Ellis
Bar is loaded. 102.5
coming
kilos.
back out.
Sophia Ellis. Great
Second
Britain.
attempt. Take another go at 102.5.
I just saw that the judges the jury table indicated that her arms were not completely locked.
Well,
That looked good.
they look like they're
Good lift.
Again, 2-1.
Referee, but a good
So
lift
center referee was,
for Sophia.
she stated that the arms were not locked again.
For Jessica Bittner of Canada. Bar is loaded.
Hard to see from here, but
102.5 kilos.
Jessica Bittner of Canada, 102.5, taking a 5 kilo jump, had absolutely no issues with 97.5. Not expecting much of a slowdown on 5 more kilo. Now slows a lockdown, but it's completed.
exactly 3 white lights.
3
That's a
white
good
lights.
lift. I think she'll probably go to
I'd say 2.5.
105.
You know what? I would even, 105.
105.
105. It slowed at the lockout.
Yeah, true. I mean, she's hit 105 in training.
Yeah,
I think
she
it would be a safe call for her.
go 3 for 3, get some positive momentum for Deads, and she's not looking for a major fight in bench. You're not looking for 2.5 more kilo to get ambitious, tighten up the back, Fry the nervous system.
That is true.
Her deadlift is a monster.
That is true. And so far, Horvath is still in gold medal position with no one actually coming near her so far.
Yeah. Joyce Rebaton of the Philippines, 102.5 stays on the bar for her. Looked like a nice press.
Yeah. 3 white lights. This is a good lift.
Joyce at 102.5, 107.5 on the bar now. Francesca Perello, Italy.
Francesca Perello of Italy, 107.5 on the bar for her 5 kilo jump. Brakes come on a couple inches off the chest.
Yeah, true.
Too heavy on this occasion, but we're only round
Was a
2,
bit too heavy now.
Names on the bar for Finland.
See, she gets it off the chest and butt starts rising once the brakes come on. It wasn't going to pass regardless.
It will be hard to get that one, but I'm sure she'll give it a good try on the third attempt.
Mira Latinen of Finland, 107.5 for her second attempt. 5 kilo jump from her opener.
Equaling his personal best. Her personal best.
Oop, nope. You know, she waved it off when I think she felt the bar come back down, knowing, look, I could just for pride lock this out, but I also could use that energy later.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's not going to be completed.
If there's a slight misgroove, and you know it, do it again, save your energy, and get it the next time.
The judges aren't going to give it to you once there's a down up.
That is true.
And there's a look after we complete the second round of benching, what it looks like for the standings in the 76 kilo class. And opening up for the thirds, Anna of the ROC will attempt 90 kilo for the second time. Nope. Not today.
Also too heavy on her third attempt.
You know, we've had a lot of failures here in the bench.
It is. As good as the squats were, as bad as the benches were. I mean, bad is a cruel word, but, you know, the success rate
Success rate is rather low, and that's an indication of these ladies pushing themselves.
That is true. It's always a bit of a gamble between how far can I go and how far should I go.
Yeah, tipping over. There's obviously a tipping over point. Maya hoping not to be doing that. 95 kilo on the bar. Conservative 2.5 kilo jump. Probably the right call. If she hits it, she's 5 kilo above her previous personal best coming into the IPF World Championships. Representing Denmark.
No. She knew it from the bottom up. A little bit too heavy, but still goes home with a personal best of 2.5 kilos.
Canada's Jessica Bittner is coming up next.
So the second one was a bit of a fight, but I have a feeling that she will push through to get this third one.
Slow that lockout. You know, it equaled her previous personal best.
There we go. 105 kilos for Jessica.
Fast off the chest.
Yeah.
Powers through the lockout. That might have been easier than her second attempt.
I I thought the same. Her setup was better.
Wow.
The way she brought it down was better. The tension in her body she kept was better, and the way up was better as well. So
You know what? It might have been the case where she had hit 102.5 previously. You almost take these weights for granted if you hit it several times in the gym, hit it on the platform. But when the weight increases and you get a little more keyed up, you have a little more adrenaline, the fight or flight comes in, you're tenser, your body's tenser, and you handle it a little bit better.
I agree with you 100%, Ryan. I've seen plenty of cases of people in the gym when they're training, they get a bit lax with the lower weights during warm-ups. They're like, oh, I've hit this weight so many times, it's nothing. But every weight counts.
You got to respect the weight.
Absolutely.
105 on the bar for Joyce Rebaton of Philippines. Joyce makes easy work of that one. 3 white lights, little celebration as she skips off the platform. Nothing like going 3 for 3 to make you light on the feet.
Absolutely.
Nice press, good setup.
Bar is loaded for Francesca.
Francesca Perello of Italy, 107.5.
Francesca currently in the running for silver medal in total. Missed it on her second attempt. Gonna give it her everything on her third. Massive PB as well.
Oh, fails off the chest. And you can see there, she also has deadlift arms. She has a workable deadlift. It's going to serve her well later on, but definitely negatively impacts her here.
She submitted a very, very big deadlift opener. So you're absolutely right. 3 benches left.
Mira of Finland with a 107.5. We've got a few 107.5s here. So far, none of them been hit, though.
No. These are all attempts to get second or third position in the bench press. 3 of them, to be precise.
It's going to come down to body weight
Oh,
if they all hit them.
Absolutely. All of these lifts will determine the rankings in the bench press. This is the first one.
Nope, that success rate stat is not going to move.
A good fight, but sadly too heavy today. Indeed, the success rate of the third attempt is not looking good.
No.
But we still have 2 left. Can they make the difference?
This is Bianca Sullivan of Austria. She will be followed only by Sophia Ellis.
5 women have tried 107.5 for their thirds. 5 women have failed. Can Bianca Sullivan of Austria be the first to hit? It's a 5 kilo jump, 2.5 kilo personal best.
This is 107.5 for Bianca Sullivan from Austria. For the medals.
Oh, gets it off the chest. Nope, just a little too much.
No lift at 107.5.
1 left, Ryan, 1 left.
Once again, we have the bar at 107.5.
We'll take a look at this in the slow-mo sheet. Leg drive kicks in, butt doesn't come up, but the barbell itself doesn't come up much more either.
Yeah.
Where all of us have failed. We're about to find out.
Sophia Ellis of Great Britain.
107.5 kilos.
The others have failed 107.5. Will Sophia be the one? If she can do this, she'll walk away with a bench press medal. The first medal she might be collecting today. Nice little souvenir to bring back to Great Britain.
I'll be happy with 1 too, my man. This is Sophia for bench silver.
Oh no, something happened when the bar hit the chest.
Yeah, I think she lost the body tension and the bar just bumped in her chest.
See what happens here.
Yeah,
She gets tight.
yeah.
Yeah, it lost tension at the bottom when it hit the chest.
It's so important when you're arching to maintain your body tension at all times to bring it back up.
16 lifters and only 4 successful attempts in our third attempts there. The success rate was rather low.
It was rather low.
However, Christina Horvat of Croatia from Flight 1 taking the gold medal by a 10-kilo spread on the bench press event. Not many people will have seen. You don't see that very often.
But also, Ryan, look at the top 10 lifters from 102.5 to the second position with 105. So close together. Everything could have been possible here. It was very exciting to see.
We had literally 6 or 7 lifters vying for the silver medal.
Yeah.
All of them trying 107.5, none of them hitting. Jessica Bittner hitting 105, going 3 for 3, building a monster total in the 76-kilo class. And Joyce from the Philippines also hitting 105 and also adding kilos towards her total. It's going to be a battle for the podium. We know Jessica, barring a complete disaster, is going to take the gold. The big question is, where's Jessica going to go with this total? How far is she going to put it? Her best lift by far is the deadlift. And when the engine turns on, the eyes start blinking, we're going to see some world records fall. That is a promise. And the rest of the battles will happen for the silver and the bronze. It'll go down right to the very last deadlift.
Absolutely, my man. Stay tuned, everyone, because we are not going home yet.
8-minute break. See you then. and welcome back to the IPF World Championships here live in Holmsted, Sweden at the Alico headquarters, where we have the 76 kilo open women's class. I am six-pack Lapidat.
And Rob Lens.
And Jessica Bittner has built a sizable lead, likely when she hits her opening deadlift. That'll be locked up, but I know Team Canada has been crunching numbers in the back and want to make a push for either best lifter, second best, third, get in the top three, collect some points like that for Jessica in terms of those totals. But we're looking at the podium here, and we do have a scrap for the silver and the bronze. What are your thoughts there, Rob, when you're looking at the scorecard?
So obviously Jessica has quite a big lead, and we know that this girl can deadlift. So I think it's fair to say, of course, everything still needs to happen, but I think it's fair to say that Jessica will win this group. But then the other two girls, it might get very close, so it'll definitely put up a battle as well. We have some strong deadlifters from Italy. We have some strong deadlifters overall in this group. So everything is still possible. This is going to be exciting for sure.
It's all in the air. And I'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors. I got 30 seconds to do so. Obviously, Alico, who helped us out when we needed a venue in the 11th hour and invited us to their headquarters, as well as SBD, who not only sponsors the IPF World Championships, sponsors several of the national teams, offering them kit. Some of these team members also get help in terms of expenses. Without their generous support, none of this would be possible. As we begin the deadlift session, Casey Bordez of U.S. Virgin Islands, opening with 155 kilo.
Deadlift. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. For this young lady.
Come on, Cassie. Bit unfortunate with her squats, but got redemption in bench. What will she do with deadlift? Wow. That looked really easy. 3 white lights. That flew up, and there's definitely more there.
Next weight on the bar is 160. 160 kilos from Marinella Fras, Croatia. Bars loaded.
Marinella Fras of Croatia, 160 kilo for her opener. Three white lights.
And a good lift for Marinella. 165 on the bar now for Rebecca Anderson, Denmark. Bar loaded. 165 kilos for Rebecca.
165 kilos for Rebecca Anderson from Denmark. For her opener. .5 kilos below her personal best. They should move easy. Looks very strong. 3 white lights. As you were describing her great bench technique earlier, her deadlift technique is definitely on point as well.
Sumo pull. Smooth for the opener. We'll see what happens as the bar gets heavier. Tulia from Finland. 167.5 on the bar for her.
Tulia Lojivo, Finland.
Tulia Lojivo previously hit 175.
.167.5 kilos. And this is a good lift. 3 white lights.
Tulia, 175 on the bar now. Bridget Becker, Iceland.
Now we go to 3 red plates each side, which means 175 kilos on the bar.
Bridget Becker of Iceland, 175. Previous personal best is 180.
Bridget Becker of Iceland.
Looked good, is good. 3 white lights and a good lift.
7.5 on the bar for Danielle Todman, US Virgin Islands.
Danielle Taudman of the U.S. Virgin Islands, 190 kilo is their previous personal best. 177.5 being loaded on the bar. Taudman, a perfect 6 for 6 so far. Makes easy work of that opener.
3 white lights and a good lift for Danielle.
We already suspected that she would have a strong deadlift with those arms.
And Kimberly Walford coaching her.
And Kimberly Walford coaching her. We can still say that she is the GOAT.
It's impossible to deny. Verdiana from Italy, 180 kilo for her opener. As soon as she hits this, she'll solidify the total. All of these ladies just want to solidify their totals. You can make the bigger jumps in your second and third deadlifts.
She's currently in 4th position for the total, so everything is still possible for her.
That's flight 1, though. But,
This is flight 1, yeah.
But patient off the floor with that sumo pull right there. Smooth as soon as she broke it, though.
Now we go to our bench gold medalist.
Yeah, Christina Horvat of Croatia. Grabbing the gold in bench press. 185 on the bar. 407 pounds as an opener. Moves it well.
She gets 3 white lights. That was a good lift. Still found the energy to do a slow eccentric downward movement.
162.5.
Cassie Bordes of U.S. Virgin Islands. 162.5 on the bar for her. Jumping up 7.5 kilo.
Her opener was very, very easy. So this one should be easy too for her.
Taking no chances.
Yep. She'll want to go 3 on 3 on deadlifts too.
US Virgin Islands.
This is Cassie. With Kimberly Walford by her side.
That's a smooth pull.
Very smooth. And 3 white lights there.
3 white lights for Cassie at 162.5, 167.5. Next weight on the bar, Marinella Fras, Croatia.
Marinella Fras of Croatia, 167.5 on the bar for her second attempt. 7.5 kilo jump, and I tell you what, we're in our second attempts already. We're moving rather quickly.
That is true. Only 2.5 kilos below her personal best. She'll get to do this one. She'll get to do a shot at the PR for her next attempt. But first, 167.5.
Good lift, 3 white lights for Marinella.
That is a good lift, 3 white lights.
5 on the bar now. Tulia Lojivo, Finland.
Now 175 kilos.
Finland's Tulia Lojivo, 175 loaded for her second. 7.5 kilo jump from her first, and will equal her personal best should she hit it. A little slow to the lockout.
Yeah. But she gets it, 3 white lights. That's often the case with sumo, that when your hands get stuck on your thighs, and then it's just a matter of not starting to hitch the weight up, but just keep pushing until you're all the way up.
There's also a threat of opening your hand on your
Yeah,
thighs as well.
happens many of times, and happened many of times here as well at IPF Worlds.
Rebecca Anderson of Denmark, 177.5 for her second.
Puts down her right foot, shakes her hair. Grabs the bar. Braces. Pushes.
That was a smooth pull.
Locks it out.
7.5 kilo barely slows her. And
she
that
gets,
used to be her previous personal best.
and now she makes easy work of this one.
Bridget Becker of Iceland, 185 kilo being loaded on the bar for her, 407 pounds. The bar is rising, and so is her intensity.
Yes, in the 400 pounds. And that is a good lift.
Next weight on the bar is 187.5 kilos. Danielle Todman, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Now,
Bars loaded. 187.5.
Danielle
kilos.
Taudman of the U.S. Virgin Islands, 187.5 kilo. We're into the 400-pound range.
only 2.5 kilos shy of her personal best, which is 190 kilos. But this looked so easy.
Nice, smooth pull for a second attempt. More kilos in the tank.
Yep, 3 white lights.
187.5 kilos.
She'll definitely go for a big PR on her third pull.
Demina, Italy.
Verdiana Mineo of Italy, 190 on the bar for her. 10 kilo jump, 5 kilo personal best.
That's a good lift. 3 white lights to Verdiana, 190.
That is
3
a
white
good
lights.
lift. Yep.
Next weight on the bar, Christina Horvat, Croatia.
Now Christina making a 10 kilo jump for her second attempt.
195 kilos, Christina Horvat, Croatia.
Yeah, Christina Horva of Croatia, 195 for her second.
Locks it out. Gets 2 to 1.
Take a look. I think it might have been knees here.
Yeah, might be the knees.
And sometimes, so if you wonder why, you would wear knee sleeves because, you know, it's not really going to help much in the deadlift.
Nope.
It obviously will catch the gnarling of the bar, but sometimes people wear them if locking the knees is an issue.
To
because
mask the
right.
factor, yeah.
However, judges have been around the block and are now going to pay attention
Oh yeah, and these judges know what they do.
because a knee sleeve isn't going to help much
172.5
for a deadlift otherwise. 172.5 for Marinella of Croatia.
This would give her a new personal best, officially that is.
Little too much today.
Yeah.
Finishes her day with a 422.5 total.
Next weight on the bar is 175.
Now Cassie is making a rather big jump now. She's jumping 12.5 kilos, which is bigger than her first jump. But the first two, then again, were very easy. She'll want to finish this off with a very big pull. Again, shame about the squats, but she made up for it in bench press. And now she's looking to finish that redemption in deadlifts. This is 6 red plates on the bar
Bars loaded,
in total.
175 kilos, Cassie Baudez,
Cassie.
US Virgin Islands.
She's a fighter for sure. Look at
Oh,
that,
wow.
Ryan.
Makes easy work of it.
Very easy.
A massive PR.
3 white lights. A
Previous-
massive PR.
Previous personal best was 152.5. Look at Kimberly Walford in the background. I can't believe it. She walks up. I should have loaded more.
Yeah.
It's difficult to tell sometimes when people make gains like that.
But this is a good building
A building
opportunity.
block for
a
sure.
building
yeah,
block for
sure.
her, because if the 175 was so easy, imagine what she will be able to pull after one other year of experience.
Sky's the limit. Tulia, Finland, 182.5 on the bar for her. 7.5 kilo jump from her second.
400 pounds.
Oh, caught just by the knees.
Yeah. Shame. Always sad when it happens.
Rebecca Anderson, Denmark.
Rebecca Anderson of Denmark, 185 on the bar for
Two
her.
attempts remain to make any changes for the second group. 2 attempts only. Bar is loaded.
7.5 kilo jump, 7.5 kilo personal best if she can get it. 407 pounds.
Previous one was easy.
Makes pretty smooth. Oh, there's a little bobble. I don't know if the bar went up and down or.
Didn't see that either.
You okay,
Oh,
Rebecca?
2-1 for. Oh,
Okay, good. I'm sorry, that
Uh-oh.
is no lift. 2-1. Blue
but that's a
bar.
cramp. That's a cramp.
Sentence side
She'll be
down.
fine.
190 is on the bar now. Let's just make sure she's okay.
Bad leg cramp. Everybody's got the Charlie horse before.
Yeah.
She looks back. She's got a smile on her
Yeah,
face,
yeah,
but she
she's
just
still
can't.
smiling.
Okay, good. Good. We want to make sure these young ladies are all right. Deadlifts are great, but it's not worth actually injuring yourself more permanently.
Bridget Becker of Iceland now coming out to 190 kilo for her third and final.
190
Just one successful
on the bar.
third
Speaking
deadlift.
of Iceland, Birgit Becker. The bar is loaded.
190 kilos on the bar
Birgit Becker of Iceland.
for her final lift of the day.
Last chance to change openers. Last chance.
Nope, just a little too heavy.
Just a little too heavy indeed.
No lift, I'm afraid. No lift for Becker. No more changes to openers. No more changes.
4 more pulls in this flight before we move up to flight 2. Some really big pulls.
192.5 should be getting loaded on the bar for U.S. Virgin Islands, Danielle Taudman. Oh, well,
Okay, we are now loading the bar to 195 for Diana.
okay, 195. But no, that's, yeah, so a
Sorry.
little confusion here.
Yeah,
Did she-
a little mistake.
But she had 192.5 for her final.
Yeah, they
Pull.
already scrapped it,
go
but
right, let's do 190.
it's back open
No,
now.
so back open, she'll get called back out.
US Virgin
Gotcha.
Islands. Bar is loaded. 192 for Danielle.
Hasn't missed a lift yet. Oh, nice pull. 9 for 9 day.
This is a strong woman. She's happy with that.
PRs in all 3 events. 9
Yeah.
for 9 day.
What a competition.
Yeah.
Time for changes.
She can only be happy with that.
Deadlift. 195 now. is
195 for Verdiana Minio of Italy.
To secure the current 3rd position overall in total.
They can multitask to a point.
A lot of lifting left to go.
Loaded, 195 kilos, Verdiano Mineo, Italia, in Bocca del Lupo.
Oh, slow off the floor. Quick pass the knees.
Looks it out.
Not sure. It's going to be a question.
Yeah.
It's going to be a question.
2-1.
2-1. It
One
passes.
for lookout, one for lookout, but she got it. That was a very important lift, but she got it. And this is the last lift of this flight, 200 kilos for Christina Horvat from Croatia.
On the bar. Bar loaded.
Christina Horva from Croatia, 200 kilo even.
But it's a bit too heavy today. Nice try though.
Okay, we are into group 2. The first weight on the bar is 162.5 kilos. Bianca Sullivan.
And that will conclude the deadlifts for flight 1. We're moving into flight 2, where we will begin at the bottom of the order for the openers, and Bianca Sullivan will open up with 162.5 kilo. This is the conclusion. Who's going to end up with silver? Who's going to end up with bronze? How far is Jessica Bittner going to push her total and the world record total, as well as the deadlift?
She is opening a solid 240 kilo deadlift. A lot of guys can dream of that weight.
Bianca Sullivan, Austria.
This is Austria.
Bianca Sullivan, 162.5, makes easy work of that.
Yeah,
It's how you want to see your openers move.
this was certainly a solid opener. 3 white lights. She'll know what to do now.
Bianca, 177.5 kilos on the bar now. Mira Lahtinen, Finland. Bar is loaded. 177.5 kilos. Mira Lahtinen, Finland.
Mira Lahtinen of Finland, 177.5 for her opener, looking to secure her total.
A solid opener for Mira. 3 white lights, and that is a good lift.
182.5 next weight on the bar. Anna Demina, Russian Olympic Committee.
Anna Demina of the ROC, opening with 182.5 kilo, 401 pounds.
Olympic Committee.
Easy work there.
Yeah, that's a solid opener. And again, 3 white lights for her.
Anna, 182.5, 185 on the bar now.
We're moving really fast, as you mentioned.
We are, and it might impact, probably not the openers, obviously, but the second, thirds. We have seen some
185 kilos.
rather high failure rates on our third attempts in this
That
session.
is true. That is true.
Maya opening up with 185, 407 pounds, representing Denmark. Nice pull.
That was a nice pull indeed. 3 white lights.
And a good lift for Maya at 185. 192.5 on the bar now. Joyce Rebaton, Philippines.
Joyce Rebaton of the Philippines, 192.5, somewhat settling into a pace for the bronze medal overall. Fell behind a little bit to Francesca from Italy. It's going to be difficult because they're both opening with the same deadlift, so catching up and possibly surpassing for that silver.
Oh, yeah. Every lift will matter once again.
Yeah, I mean, it's, well, that moved pretty easily. The smile on her face, no great effort.
She's
So
always had that smile.
we'll have to pay attention. We know Joyce can hit that with smooth and easy and has a lot left in the tank. If Francesca hits the platform and struggles on her opener, maybe the door of opportunity opens up. If not, we're somewhat settling into our podiums, but podium position. But we have some lifting left to go. And Sophia Ellis of Great Britain, 205 kilo for her opener. Sophia has a deadlift on her.
205 kilos, Sophia Ellis, Great Britain.
It's 205 kilos for her opener.
Oh, wow, that was snappy.
That was
That
very
was
fast.
snappy. 205 offered very little resistance for Sophia Ellis.
Blink and you miss.
She's definitely in the running for a medal again in the deadlifts.
That is true.
And Francesca Perello of Italy opening with 220.
Kilos, Francesca Perello.
And this is where it's going to be difficult for Joyce if this is a fast, smooth opener because Francesca has the bigger dead. She'll be pulling second. She has the lead. It'll be much easier for her to defend the silver if she needs to.
That is true.
Oh, wow.
Little slow off the ground, but when finished very quick.
Let's
Three
take
white
a
lights.
look at that replay.
Yeah.
It was a little more work than you suspect from an opener. Oh, no replay.
Oh,
I'll have a word with the producer after this.
This is a world total record on her deadlift.
240 kilo being loaded for Canada's Jessica Bittner. This is a world record deadlift with her world record total with her opening deadlift.
Jessica Bittner, Canada, world open total record.
The deadlift event is Jessica's event.
240 kilo opener.
Oh, and it moved well too.
And she knows it. Look at the smirk on her face.
240.
3 white lights. This is a new World Open total record in the minus 76 kilo class by Jessica Bittner. By just doing her opener, she has now a total of 555.5 kilo. Wow, Ryan.
Yeah, take a look at the scoreboard here. Jessica well in the lead. It's more she's chasing best lifter awards. You get an award for the top 3. However, Francesca with a 512.5 she put in work with that opener. It depends where she goes from here and how she handles her second and thirds. Looks fairly safe in terms of her placement with silver, but if her opener moved a little more convincingly, I'd be a little more convinced of that statement.
That is true.
We have to see.
The lockout was fast though, so maybe it's just her way of deadlifting. We'll see. We'll get to see for the next attempt. But first,
Bianca Sullivan of Austria, 170 kilo.
20 kilo below her personal best. And still plenty more there. 3 white lights, good lift.
And a special mention for unicorn socks, ladies and gentlemen. Always worth mentioning on a deadlift. 187.5 kilos next one on the mat. Mira Latinen, Finland.
Mira Latinen of Finland, 187.5 being loaded on the bar for her.
Bar is loaded. 187.5 kilos. Mira Latinen, Finland.
$187.5 kilos for Finland.
I'm not sure about the knees. She's
Yeah.
leaning back, but
The knees look to be. You're absolutely right.
it's she'll be shocked because it moved well, but her knees just
Referees
aren't locked.
were anonymous about this one.
But her coach seen it and told her, "Yeah, we have no debate here.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving and just make the adjustments." Anna Dynama of ROC, Russian Olympic Committee, coming out to 192.5 kilo. 10 kilo jump. Look consistent with her opener.
Yep.
Slow off the floor, fast in the midpoint, slow at the top. She locks it out.
3 white lights. Good lift for her. Now we move up to 195 kilos for Maya.
Maya Bonde of Denmark, 195 kilo.
Only 5 kilos shy of her personal best, which is 200 kilos. And that is a good lift. 3 white lights.
Maya at 195, 200 kilos on the bar now. Joyce Rebaton, Philippines.
Joyce Rebaton coming out for 200 kilo. If Joyce moves is convincing enough that we think she has 210 and Francesca fails her second, Joyce has an opportunity to make a play for Francesca's medal. Let's see how this moves.
But for now, this is for the fight of the bronze medal. Three white lights.
3 white lights. It was work. I don't know if 10 more kilo maybe defend the bronze and look at the bronze. Let's see what happens with Francesca, but she has a sizable lead, and Joyce has got to make another 10 kilo spread after that. Sophia Ellis of Great Britain, 217.5. 205 offered very little resistance for her. This is a good jump, healthy jump, well-played move by Team Britain.
Bar loaded, 217.5 kilos. Sophia Ellis, Great Britain.
Pulling herself into position to possibly snag a deadlift medal. Add to the one she got earlier.
Opener was easy.
That was pretty easy, too.
Yeah, very fast.
Work a little bit at the top for the lockout, but it was smooth up into the lockout.
So 3 white lights for her.
She also weighed in pretty light, 71.10 kilos. So if she just has to tie for specific medals that she's chasing, a little bit of lifting left to go to size up its final attempts. But Francesca Perello of Italy, 227.5, 501 pounds.
Italy.
Looks secure in the silver medal overall. But this will really be the nail in the coffin. Well, get out your hammer and nail.
3 white lights.
We're settling into our positions here.
A deadlift record attempt, ladies and gentlemen, and here it comes. The record stands.
But now, Ryan, first, what do we have now?
Canada's Jessica Bittner, 247.5 kilo for a double whammy here. World record deadlift, world record total. This will be a personal best total for Jessica if she hits this. Oh, and there it is. 2 world records for 1 deadlift and a PR total for Jessica.
And 3 white lights to top it off.
Total record, and we're only in round 2. Third round now.
1 more round to go. We'll see how far Jessica pushes it.
First weight on the bar.
Would you go for 570? 7 more kilos?
You know what? I think 7 kilos is a healthy bet. I think 7 kilos will be the top end.
Yeah.
I would caution more than that. Yeah. Oh wow. Well, not much more,
Not
but
much
it
more.
is a stitch. Listen, She's got it won.
Yeah.
You might as well play.
Absolutely.
You're here in the IPF Worlds. 180 on the bar for Bianca Sullivan of Austria.
Maybe Jessica's bet is one to beat Brasilia.
I don't have my the calculator formula in front of me to calculate, but I think they're more aiming for top 3. I think because Amanda Lawrence is still yet to come.
Yeah.
Are you
This was
pulling that
Bianca
up?
Sullivan, 180
lights.
kilos, 3 white lights.
Yeah, if you want to pull up the calculator for us, kind sir.
I'm doing that, my man.
Bar loaded, 190 kilos for Mira.
Yeah, so looks like you could tell the.
So if Jessica manages to pull her last deadlift, she will end up in 113.21 good lift points, which will put her over Joy Namani in 2nd position in the overall rankings in total.
190 for Mira of Finland. This time the knees look better. See if the judges agree.
Yeah, they do.
You see the adjustment. It was like the last piece she didn't do last time, and she did it this time. Nothing like losing a lift and be like, okay, well.
That is true. You were absolutely right, good sir. Little adjustment to the knees. She got it, and look how happy she was.
It also looked like that was top-end weight for her. Even if she hit her 2nd, if she went up more than 2.5, it would have been, you know, it would have been ambitious because that looked like relatively top-end weight anyways. 200 kilos for Anna Demina of the ROC. 7.5 kilo jump. And yeah, Team Canada looks like they're positioning Jessica Bittner for a top 3 Champion of Champions awards. Oh,
No,
stalls just above the knees.
bit too heavy today. But can I just say that these are some big deadlifts today.
Monster deadlifts.
Monster deadlifts. We have only 200 plus kilo deadlifts left today. With 5 more lifts to go.
Nice segue for Maya, who has 200 kilo on the bar awaiting her.
This will equal her personal best, which was already 200 kilos.
Hailing from Denmark, looking to go 3 for 3 at the IPF Worlds.
Here we go. 200s on the bar for Maya. She works through it.
Oh,
Just
below the lockout point.
just below the lockout point. I was convinced that she had it.
The bar speed was relatively quick.
Yeah.
All Philippines.
Now 205 on the bar.
Joyce Rebaton of the Philippines. 205 kilo loaded on the bar for her. She is secure as the bronze medalist overall.
Bar loaded, 205 kilos. Joyce Rebaton, Philippines.
But would love to add 5 more kilo to her total. British team watching, right by the change attempts. She gets it. All smiles at the top. Sends it down on its way. And adios. She struts off the platform confidently.
That's true. I was very happy there.
Take a look at this pull. Watch her send it on the way when she's done with it. There you go. That's where that goes.
She sends that to the gulag.
227.5 kilo loaded on the bar for Sophia Ellis, who wants to move into the silver medal position for deadlifts, has the bronze medal in hand, says that's not good enough. Oh, there's the crowd is getting behind her for this one.
She's a popular girl.
Come on, Sophia. Rip it up.
As she slided on Francesca. This will give her, indeed, silver medal if she gets this one in the deadlift. Important pull.
Oh, pretty good speed.
Locks it
Locks
out.
it back. Nice. Looking third attempt for Sophia Ellis
she
and
got
the
it.
silver medal overall for the
Three
deadlift.
headlights.
Wow.
She's so happy with that.
Nice way to cap her IPF Worlds debut in the Open for the 3 lift.
Exactly. And we just saw that Francesca lowered her third attempt to 230 instead of 235 to secure and protect her silver medal that she just lost to Sophia.
In the deadlifts, yep. So either way, Sophia's leaving with a medal in the deadlifts. And I think they positioned themselves properly where it's like, you hit this, it's silver at best, bronze at worst. You got yourself a medal.
Yeah.
Why she was so happy.
For sure. But now they'll be looking closely to Francesca Perello from Italy. 230 kilos, an absolute massive deadlift.
Can she swap her bronze for the silver?
230 kilos for the silver medal in the deadlift. Francesca Perello gets it past
She's
the
got to
knees.
pass her knees. Locks it out. Titanic effort by Francesca
And
Perello
she gets
for 3
it.
white lights.
3 white lights. She is our silver medalist.
In the deadlifts and overall.
And overall, but first, Ryan, we have one more thing to do.
Jessica Bittner, 257 kilo even to give her a 572.5 kilo total and make her statement, I want to be on the podium for the best lifter at the end of the whole entire IPF Worlds.
Yep.
Not going to overtake Leah Bavo for the number 1 spot, but possibly number 2, possibly number 3. We'll have to see. Rewriting the record books.
If Jessica makes this lift, she will jump over Joy Namani and become second best lifter overall, temporary.
Mandalorian's still to come, but
Mandalorian still to come, but temporarily, for now, best lifter.
here she comes.
257 kilos. New,
Here it is. It's fast and easy. No, just a little too much.
little too much. This would have been a big PR anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 76 kilo IPF world champion, Jessica Bittner of Canada.
Shame about the deadlift, but let's just not forget that her previous one of 247.5 was already a massive deadlift record, a massive total record. I mean, we can go on at this point.
It was a hell of a performance that she put on display there. And Jessica Bittner wins the 76 kilo class. This is her first open world championship, 2-time junior. She had a lot of potential. Before they closed the 72 kilo class, she had registered the biggest 72 kilo total we had ever seen. Would have loved to have snagged that world title before they closed the class. But here she is. It's all's well that ends well, and sits on top of the 76 kilo class. And it was a hell of a performance by all the lifters. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back with the medal ceremony.
these fantastic young ladies. First of all, the participation medals, which if you haven't seen one are of course themed after an Eleco plate. What else would they be themed after? So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we will present the individual medals for the individual lifts. So, first of all, for squats, in bronze medal position with 190 kilos from Italy, Francesca Perello. The silver medal on squats with 195 kilos from Italy, Verdiana Mineo. And the gold medal on squat with a new world record of 210.5 kilos from Canada, Jessica Bittner. Well done, ladies. Quite a lot of cameras. Has everybody got their photos? Good, thank you. And we now move to bench press. Bronze medal position with 105 kilos from Canada, Jessica Bittner. Taking the silver medal, also with 105 kilos, it went on bodyweight from the Philippines, Joyce Rebaton. I don't think she stopped smiling the whole time. And the bench press gold medal with 115 kilos from Croatia, Christina Horvat. And now to, thank you ladies. Everybody got their shots? Thank you. Thank you. And now to the deadlift. In, as it turns out, bronze medal position, but what a battle for this medal with 227.5 kilos from Great Britain, Sophia Ellis! Taking the silver medal on deadlift with 230 kilos from Italy, Francesca Perello. And deadlift gold and a new world record of 247.5 kilos goes to Canada's Jessica Bittner. Well done, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. And now it is time to present the overall medals and crown the new world champion. In bronze medal position with 497.5 kilos. Remember, this is a 76 kilo class. From the Philippines, Joyce Rebaton! Taking the silver medal with 522.5 kilos from Italy, Francesca Perello! And the gold medal and the new world total record with 563 kilos from Canada, your new world champion, 76 kilo class, Jessica Bittner! Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Canada. Thank you, ladies. And once everyone's got their photos, if you will join me in giving these ladies a round of applause as they follow Heather from the platform. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, the 76 kilo open ladies. Amazing stuff.